Your journey in Born to Lead, which, as I said, has taken about 13 weeks or so, and it culminated with the hike up to the summit of Kilimambogo and then this graduation with a speech that I have titled Throw That Cow Off the Cliff. Now, this speech is based on a story that I read about a monk and his charge hand, or his understudy. This monk, I don't know his name, the story did not give the name, but the name is not important. What is important is what the story is about. One day decided to take his mentee on a journey. He loved going to far places to just inspire people and to also see what's happening in the countryside. So they traveled with this young man for so many kilometers. They had no particular destination. What he would do normally is, whenever they got tired, he would look for a home that was nearby and speak well to those people in that home so that they could get somewhere to put their heads for the night. So on this day, they got tired near a particular home that was not much of a home in terms of appearance. It was a shanty, but it was getting dark. There was no other home nearby. And the monk was like, I think this is a place we should ask for accommodation. And they got in, and they found a man there who looked a little haggard, bit weather beaten, like better days were behind him. But the man was very welcoming. He gave them food together with his family and offered them a space to put up for the night. So as we're having food or dinner, some people prefer to call food that is not served as a 3-course or 5-course or 7-course, not as dinner but supper. So as we're having supper, the monk asked this man, exactly how do you support your family? And the man said, we have a cow which gives us some milk. We consume some of the milk, and some of it we go and sell, and we buy the supplies we need, even though they are not allowed. And before I go on, that story reminds me of something I heard about the Digo people. Somebody was making a joke that, the Digo don't work too hard because you know what? They are near the ocean, and all the man needs to do is go to the ocean in the morning, catch 3 fish. One will be sold in the market so that they can get unga or maize flour for food, for their starch provisions. The other one will be the stew for lunch, and the other one, the stew for dinner. And since the provision is there in the ocean throughout, they don't know about too many things. So 3 fish, that's enough. So the story relates very well to what I'm talking about. So this guy says, a little milk, they sell. They get money, they buy supplies. The other milk, they take. The monk requested to be shown the cow. And he was told, you can only see it properly in the morning because it's now dark. And in the morning, he went and saw the cow. It was very emaciated. And he started wondering, this cow looks like it could die in a minute. So if it dies, what happens to these people? Give it to their source of livelihood. So anyway, as I went on their journey with the charge hand, he told the charge hand, I want you to go back to that home at night. We are not going very far. We will just go and camp somewhere. You go back at night and tie that cow, go and throw it off the cliff. There was a cliff near that home. And that's what the guy did, even though he did it unwillingly because he was wondering how unfair. He even resisted, but the monk told him, I have ordered you. Now, many years later, this young man, who had been bothered by what he did all those years, decided he wanted to go and see what happened. Now that he himself had become a monk, he was feeling so bad that he had to throw the cow off the cliff. So he traveled back to this village, but unfortunately he could not trace the home because where he thought the home was, there was a beautiful home and the surroundings had been transformed. It was looking more like a shopping center, a modern shopping center. So he decided to ask a man that he saw around there where the family that used to be there went. The man said, I am that man you are talking about. It is my family you are talking about. So the monk could not believe. He asked, what happened? He said, no. Some time back, a monk came here with a young man. And when they left, our cow also left. We don't know whether it followed them, but we never saw it the following day. It was nowhere to be seen. And since we had no more means of livelihood, we decided we had to look for other ways of supporting our family. So for the first time, I ventured out of this village. I went to the town, looked for a job. I also decided to gain more skills so that I also offer services to other people. And that became a huge industry for me. And when other villagers saw the efforts we were putting in the transformation that was taking place in our own home, they also decided to come and ask for advice. And we've been guiding them. And people here have now ventured outside and they are doing very serious economic activities. And that is what has transformed our poor village into a modern town. Why am I telling you that story? I'm telling you that story because each one of us has an emaciated cow in their life. It could be your belief system, it could be your job, it could be a business that has not been working and you have been so fearful to change how you're doing it. And the challenge that I am giving you tonight is when you go from Born to Lead Academy, look at the emaciated cow you've been holding onto that is shackling you and making you not move to the next level, and throw that cow off the cliff. You don't need a monk. You just need that nudging I'm giving you. Let me be your monk. Go and throw that cow off the cliff. Why? Because you have no limit to what you can achieve. We used to hear the sky is the limit. And I pause and ask, how can the sky be the limit when we have footprints on the moon? So guys, the world is yours if you want it. So take it. Those are my parting words for you. As I say, congratulations for graduating from the Born to Lead Academy. I can't wait to hear your testimonies a year from now. God bless you.